All right. What is up? Welcome to Sporter Kings. My name is Dave
Mhm.
Kramer. I am with
Well,
Panda.
Brian.
No, neither of them.
No.
I'm with Alfredo, man. We're going old school nerd
Oh,
huddle before before
yeah,
it was even
before
called nerd huddle.
right, exactly. That's awesome.
Yeah.
You just need me to do like one of those things too.
Yeah.
I saw Brian there. I didn't realize he was there. I've always noticed you guys, and I didn't pay close attention. So I looked up, and then at like 30 seconds in, I'm like, there's Brian just like this. I'm like, what? That's funny.
Yeah.
And
Well,
it looks like he fits in that seat very well.
he's right in there. Well, I
Yeah.
changed it because now he's like, he's in it every Wednesday. He's here with us. So he's not here today. He has some
Right.
work stuff and then weather really is he's trying to race home before weather gets really bad.
Yeah.
Um, so I was gonna go solo, and then you wind up calling me and like, hey, you want some company? I'm like, yeah,
Let's go. Now,
yeah.
you mentioned I called you up. I know you're a texter, so I'm a caller. I'm a talker.
Mhm.
And when we text every so often, would you say that a couple times a week, maybe a little bit more, a little bit less?
Yeah. Well,
Um,
especially in the group message with everybody.
right, right. And there are times I ask, "Hey, is it cool if I call you?" Because I know you're busy. You got like 10 shows and you produce a bunch of shit. So, and you said, "Yeah, cool, anytime." Kramer, we've known each other for a very long time. Why is it every time we try to hang up, it's so awkward?
Is it? I don't,
You don't notice?
I don't know.
You it's like, all right, see you later. All right, bro. Okay, all right, see you later. All right, okay, all right, bye, bye, all right, later,
I
later.
I think I do that with everybody. I don't think
I'm
it's
like,
just you.
now I was telling Jess about this the other day. I'm like, every time I talk to that guy, it's awesome because I rarely talk to him on the phone. But when we hang up, it's just like we don't know how to hang up, you know. And I told Jess, is like, and she's like, "What do you mean? Just hang up like like the way you do me?" I'm like, "No, I'm not gonna say okay, babe. See you later. Love you. Bye." You see, that's a
Yeah.
Jessica hang up, you know.
Yeah, that's a yeah.
And honestly, dude, it's only Jess that I call. Like 99% of my phone calls is Jess, and that 1% is you. And how
Nice.
often do I call you?
Yeah. Yeah,
So
no,
yeah,
I think I do that. I do that with everybody.
yeah, it's
It's
just
I don't know.
I have to find an app and put it in my phone, and you know, just regular phone calls, whatever. And I'm just gonna compile them into like Kramer. Listen to these endings. It's so horrible. You know, it's nuts. It's crazy. But other than that,
Yeah.
yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, I'm glad that I was able to join you, man. Because yeah, I really got nothing to do. I have a little energy, so I
Yeah.
want to just use it.
Well, I know you had I guess had I won't say no plans, but you were
Yeah,
free and then
yeah.
same thing, weather kind of changed up
It
what
changes
happened
a
on your
lot.
side of
Yeah,
everything.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah. But it worked
we
out for
got
everybody.
we got Martin in here.
Hey, hey.
NGL is kind of true. Um I learned that after a few months of knowing him, that's why I just say bye and hang up on his set to avoid it.
It's not just me. All right.
Yeah.
All
No,
right.
no, I'll tell you right now, it's everybody. It's everybody.
That's awesome.
The only ones that I kind of hang up on are like whenever I have to call like customer service.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, thank you, bye, and then
Click.
like that's it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
Like
think
one
that's
because I'm
something.
afraid they're gonna like they're gonna like ask me for something else. I'm like, I don't want anything.
Yeah. When I was customer service with the company, we had overstock of product. So they had asked me to call my clients, and I had a list of clients. And every client had their own little specifications. Like, hey, I have 100 mattresses, or I have 100 box springs or whatever, and they're going out. So we need to get rid of them. You're the first person I'm calling. Do you want them? Usually, it's like, yeah, I'll take them off. I'm like, I'll give it to you 10% off or whatever. I say,
Okay.
yeah, I'll take it, but I want you to send it to me 10, 10 at a time for the next 10 trips. No, they ain't gonna fly with me.
Yeah.
So, so next thing you know, I'm just like, I'll have them on speaker, and I learned this from Moneyball. So once you get the answer you want, just hang up.
Just hang out.
Okay, yeah. So I'm like, yeah, 10%, yeah, sure, I'll take them. I'm like, okay, great, thanks, and I just hang up.
Yeah.
But you hear him like about to say, yeah, but I want, and then click.
Yeah.
And my manager was sitting right next to me. She's like, well, he was gonna say something else. I'm like, once I get the answer, that's it. Don't give him that
Yeah. 'Cause-
option. And if he really wants to change something, he'll call me back. But other than that, no.
Yeah.
And it,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's how I always customer service and stuff like that. Like, all right, we're good. It's fixed. All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.
thank you, bye.
And then we got LMFAO. Imagine him saying bye to the car warranty service call. Oh my god. Oh, I get him at work now too. Like my work phone rings. It's so fucking annoying. Like today, it because like I never know who's calling. It might be like a UPS like random place. I don't know the number from.
Mhm.
So I pick it up and I'm like, hello, and it's like dead silent. And then I'm like, hello, and then you start to hear the background like noise,
Yeah.
like people talking about. I'm like, hey, I'm blah blah blah. I'm like I don't even. I just hang up. I was
Yeah.
like, it sounds like a recording, so I'm hanging up. It might not be, but
Yeah. There's this robotic person called Victoria, I think her name is. And she sounds real, and it's not.
yeah,
It's, hey, this is Victoria. How you doing? I'm like,
yeah,
good. Are you real?
yeah,
Great.
This is-
Awesome.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. Yeah.
man,
Those are the best where you don't say anything and like it responds back. I don't know if you ever did that before. Like you
Yeah.
sit there and like I put it on speaker and it's like, hey, how you doing? And it's like dead silent. Oh, great. It's like, so I'm calling you. It's like, the fuck out of here.
And if I'm bored, I
this is
do
over with.
answer. I do answer about yes, this is Paul. I would like to talk to you about your lifetime warranty with your vehicle. Yeah, okay, Paul. Let's go. If I got nothing to do and I'm bored, I just want to fuck around. I'm like, yeah, go ahead. Just let him talk. Just let him talk.
What was his name? There's on YouTube. There's well, he's on Twitch, but it's he puts his VODs on YouTube. Not Kid Cudi.
I think I know what you're talking about. The spammer, like anti.
Yeah,
spammer?
so he responds to let me see if I can find it.
Man, I'm
He's so he pretends to be different people. He has all these like voices and stuff like that, which is like super funny. Like he has an old lady and old man and stuff like that. Shit, we can just play it. I don't care.
Yeah. And he's usually on the bottom right of the screen while the whole background you see him deleting shit or something with the Google cards. Say, no, you fucking bitch. No.
Oh, they all do that, dude. That's horrible.
Yeah.
My
I'm
kids
like, Jesus Christ. There was one when he's an actual FBI contacted him. And they're like, oh no, you stupid bitch. You not do nothing. Oh no, okay. Let's see if you can answer your phone. And then he's like, give me a minute. Okay, go ahead. See if you can make any eyeball calls. And then you hear them in the background. You're like talking in their language. And you see the translation, like they're asking for help. Because their phones are not working now.
Here, I'll see if I can bring it up. So there's one like that I saw where I didn't see it. I didn't. Erica told me about it, and then I looked it up. Where they're getting like a prank call and something, and then they like wind up calling the cops. They're like, "Oh, I'm a cop from blah blah blah," and then he calls that local police station, and then like I forgot where, and then it's like, oh, you're a bad person. You need to stop doing this. Stop harassing these people, like because they pretend to be an FBI agent or a cop or something like that. So yeah, so this is Kit Boga is his name, and he's freaking hilarious. We're getting copyright claim, but that's cool. This is all getting cut out anyway. I guess we're a review show. So this is a new show that's going to be on G4. So he's taking his characters and his voices and he's animating them now. So it's going to be its own little show, which is like pretty awesome. See.
Let's get to the premiere.
I would like to make
Can
the
you hear it?
payment. Are you using a credit card or your debit card?
I don't know if you're familiar with this. Do you accept Updog cards?
Which cards?
I'm talking about Updog, UPDOG.
Updog. What is Updog? UPDOG.
Not much. How about you? Oh, my grandson says that all the time.
Baited. That's the name of the show. It's so funny. Like here he pretends to be this old man. And I'm gonna skip some of it.
I sent you the $5,000 into your account.
Wow.
What are you doing? Are you clapping at me?
Yes. I don't know how you managed to mess up that badly.
Every human being can make mistakes. We are not God who cannot make mistakes.
Uh-huh.
So you don't need to send me the cash. You don't need to send me the check. We will not accept any check. There is a different way from where
I'm
we
not
can
giving
get
you
money back,
anything.
okay?
Who's
You
to
will
say you're
gonna
not
give me
going to
anything?
accidentally transfer it to someone else?
So I'm just telling you, please cooperate with me to send us back my money. Like, it is very easy, sir. Do you know any Walmart? Have you ever heard about Walmart gift card?
What are you talking
Yes,
about?
I know you heard about Walmart. You just need to buy Walmart gift card. Each card will be $500.
People fall for this shit,
Have you
dude.
done this before? Have you made the same mistake before?
No.
Why do you want me to go to Walmart and buy a bunch of cards?
Sir, I'm also a human being. I can make a mistake. If I will not get this money back, I'm going to lose my job.
Listen to me
Promising you,
right
I will
now.
be-
I will literally hang up the phone and spend all of your money and have zero remorse. Let's make a deal. Can you pretend to be my grandson? I want you to call my next door neighbor, Matilda, and get a date for me, and then I'll get you your cards.
Oh, I understand. Okay.
Basically about how one time, I was in the backyard and you saw me. I didn't have my shirt on. I was very strong.
Okay.
Throw in there, tell him I have a body of a Greek god. Okay, yeah, and tell us something about coming over for dinner. Tell her that you've done nothing but cry for the past couple of weeks because you've had a really hard time at school. You can't pass any of your classes because you don't know anything.
So do you want to speak loudly or you want to speak like politely? How do you want
I
to,
want
like,
you to speak
I have
loudly,
two ways.
politely, and like a 9-year-old.
Okay.
If you could.
Hello, who's there?
Well, hi, Matilda. How are you?
Who's there?
Hello.
Hello?
I'm Marty. How are you? Yeah. Hi,
Oh, is that you?
grandfather. How are you?
It seems like you were inviting me over for dinner.
Well,
Wow. That's what kind of goes on. But
Yeah.
it's so funny. I'm like, this actual person called an old lady to try to like all to get like money. I was like, it's like insane what they'll do for it's oh my god. It's like
So the dude transferred him $5,000 for him to go to Walmart to put it in gift cards.
yeah.
Is that-
It's like,
is that
I
what it
messed up.
was?
Yeah, it's like I sent you 5,000 by accident. So but don't send me back cash or a check. Put it all on a gift card.
God.
And the thing is, like, it works sometimes, which is super, super upsetting, you know?
Yeah, people don't
And
know
then-
better.
Oh my god! But then, like I don't know if you like seen like a full one where people are like on the phone with these people for like hours. Like, there's Twitch channels. That's all they do, is they'll fuck with them for like hours and hours. Like, they'll pretend to drive to the store because they want to be on the phone while you buy the gift cards. So like they like one person's like on the phone as he's cooking dinner, and he's just like, playing a video game as he's talking to him. Like,
That's
I'm driving. So,
Yeah,
so
man.
yeah,
I mean,
so that show's gonna be pretty good, I think. It's all
yeah.
baited.
Remember what I told you and Mondo that my computer had having a virus, and I had to call an 800 number because they needed to take the virus out.
Mm,
So I called
mhm.
up, and they were like, at first the lady was nice, and then it transferred me to a dude, and the dude was being a prick. And he
Yeah.
was like, "Yeah, well, this is what you have to do." I'm like, "I don't have to do anything, man." And I know this is a scam. I know it's a scam. And I'm like, "I don't do anything, man." I'm like, do you want this? Is yeah, but you need to have me log in. I'm like, "No, isn't that illegal? Can't you go through my stuff if you do that? Do you want your computer fixed or not?" I'm like, "Well, if you want my money, you want my services, you got to talk to me better than that, man. That's bad customer service." Fuck you. Click.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Yeah.
End of story.
Yeah.
Shit.
There's a way to end the call. Like,
Oh,
fuck
yeah.
you, click.
I'm like, yeah, I
That-
felt like calling them back and say, "Fuck me, no, fuck you."
Yeah.
I'm a
that's
paying
a
client.
that's a whole nother one. So there's the one where they fuck with them on Twitch, and then there's another set of people that what they do is, as they're getting hacked into their computer, they have it's like a dummy computer, or I don't know the technical part of it all, but
Right.
they reverse hack it. So like as them are, or as when they are in your computer, he's that guy, he's taking it back and like finding all their info, like their names, their addresses, where they're at, their families and shit. And that's scary.
It is.
That's scary that he can
It
do
really
that.
is. Right.
But
He even
yeah.
tapped. I don't know if this is the guy bait or not, but there was a dude that he tapped into their security, their office cameras.
Yeah.
It's like, "Yes, is this your building?" And it shows like the bird's eye view. Like, "No, I don't know what you're talking about." So no. And then he shows the inside of their office. It's like, "Is this you in the black shirt?" And you see it on the monitor. You see, they all duck and scatter. I'm like,
Yeah.
"Guys, I know you're there. I don't know why you're hiding." I'm like,
Those-
"Oh
yeah.
man, that's awesome." I'm
Those are good,
glad
but
there's
I think
people out
he's-
there doing that though.
That yeah, and I know like him and a lot of these other people who mess with the scammers, they report them to like FBI and stuff like that, because there's like a whole department now to dedicated to just this, which is kind of shitty, but
Yeah. I mean, I
People
love it. There's
suck.
people out here like him, and there's like more than just one person. I've seen like at least
Oh,
5
yeah.
or 6 people doing
There's
this, and it's
bunch.
amazing that they're doing that because there are elderly people and there's people that they're not very computer savvy, and they don't know what to do. "Oh, I'm gonna get sued. I might go to jail if I don't pay you 5,000." Okay, well, I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to get sued. Okay, well, what do I have to do? And they go
Yeah.
ahead and do it. Poor people out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, that sucks, man. That sucks. But at least like somebody always messes with them. I know it's big on TikTok and on Twitter, not on Twitter, on
think-
Twitch.
I think Bluey's calling me. There we go.
Who's that?
He's not. Bluey, you didn't hear my ringtone go off?
Oh, Blue. I was like, who?
Oh man. Yeah.
I thought that was like your nickname for Brian or something.
Oh, gee, come on. If you haven't seen Bluey on Disney Plus, watch it. Each episode's like 15 minutes, and I guarantee you, it's better than the Smiley Show thing.
Yeah,
It's
we're gonna
funny.
get into that in a minute. It's for kids, right? Bluey? It's like Blue's
Yes.
Clues?
But dude, yeah. So here, I went to a daddy-daughter dance. I think did I mention this to you? Or not?
Yeah.
Anyway, I went to a daddy-daughter dance last week Friday. My notification went off, and that was my notification sound. It was the Bluey thing. All the dads looked at me, and he said, "Is that Bluey?" I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "Yeah, Bluey's awesome. Bluey's good." There's in that one room alone, there must have been like 10 dads, 10, 12 dads. 7 of them, and I know why. 7 of them were like, "He's a great father. That's a great cartoon. You want a role model to be a first-time dad? That's the guy." And it's animated cartoon, and it's
Mhm.
funny, and it's nice. It's really nice.
Yeah, that's
So-
okay.
Bluey, man, check it out. It's funny. My daughter learned a couple jokes from them, and
Australian?
Yeah. Yep. It's
Yeah.
actually
I mean, obviously, I don't have any kids, so I would not have
just
known any of
watch.
this. Was it like
watch-
dogs?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
there's Bluey. That's the big sister. Um, there's mom and dad, which is the blue one, the bigger blue one, and the mom is the big brown one, and the little brown one is the little sister. Okay, so they're a family. Watch several episodes if you want to go 1 through 4, 1 through 3, whatever, or just do random. And it's good, man. I think that's a show Erica might like. I'm not sure her style or taste yet, but I know I enjoy it. Just enjoy it, and Bella and I, we just sit there. We binge watch
Yeah.
Bluey sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Let's see. I'll check it out. Let's have that
yeah,
Disney Junior, I guess, on
Mhm.
TV.
yeah. Well, they have it on Disney Plus also.
Yeah. Shit, everything good's going on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
very cool. So I know that. So there's that, and then there's another Disney show that is coming to an end. The Owl House. Like that one, we watched all the first 2 seasons, and now it's getting canceled because everything, like last 3 seasons, and then Disney's like, we're done.
What is it?
Yeah, it's called Owl House.
Owl House.
It's pretty cool. The main character is this little I don't say she what kind, but she's like a little Latina girl, you know,
Mhm.
that likes magic and stuff like that. And it's pretty. It was a good story. I like it. So the last season's coming out. So at least they let them finish the story. So, but I
That's
know that
awesome.
got a lot of people were upset that it got canceled. But and then the creator came out and they're like, yeah, that's what Disney does. It's like, oh, this great show, they got great numbers. Yeah, we're gonna cancel you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they do.
You're in households half across America, but these shows is all over the world. So yeah, you got to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's all numbers, man.
But-
That's how they stay rich.
Yeah. Well, they also like once a kid gets old enough, then they're like, that's not our crowd anymore. So they're like, all right, this show came out for a kid 4, 5, and 6. Well, now that kid is 7, so that show is no longer good. So now let's make a new show for the new 4, 5, and 6-year-olds. You know?
Yeah.
And that's what they do. So they have these age ranges, and then
Yep.
once that age range from the bottom starts to max out, then the show's gone. You know, they do it all the time.
You
Even
ever
on
watch
the Cartoon Network?
Yeah, you ever watch Coco Melon?
No, I don't think so. I don't even know. I don't even think I even heard that one.
Coco Melon is a cartoon. It's like all computer graphic, computer animated. And stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I always see people on TikTok messing with it.
dude, Coco Melon. Every 3 seconds, the screen changes.
Jesus.
Okay, like it'll show something, and it always goes from it swipes left to right or right to left, and like from up and down to down up or whatever. No,
Uh-huh.
it's literally 1, 2, 3. Next shot, 1, 2, 3. Next shot, 1, 2, 3. That's all it is. So it engages a child's mind because it says a max is 3 to 5 seconds. So
Yeah.
they put it on the lower end of 3 seconds before it loses interest, and then here comes another screen. Here comes another angle. Here comes another shot. And it engages them so bad, and he keeps saying Coco Melon all throughout the whole damn show almost. It's like, what's the one word you learned for the day? Coco Melon.
Yeah.
It's sick. It's dangerous.
I guess PewDiePie made a meme out of it.
hmm
I don't really watch PewDiePie anymore. So yeah.
I mean,
All
this
these
past
kids shows are
Christmas,
crazy.
this past Christmas, Coco Melon was going for like $20, $26 for Christmas. People were buying in bulk and selling them for like $60, $70.
Jesus.
And they were buying them. And there people are like, you should be ashamed. This it was everywhere, man. It was
Yeah.
everywhere.
I mean, that's just just how it goes now. And a lot of these places they don't like get it. Like so Nintendo Switch had Animal Crossing. I don't know if you heard about Animal Crossing, right? They had a thing where it's a little card pack, and you get these cards and you get these special characters that you can only get into cards. So you have to buy these card packs, then you transfer it to the game. So, and they were only sold at Target. Almost every single Target, one person went in and bought them all of them, and then turned around and sold them for like, so they're like $8, $8-ish bucks or whatever. Turned around and sold them for like $80, $90.
Damn.
You know, like it was bonkers. You know, and we wanted one. We're like, oh hey, look at that, cool. You know, because me and Erica both played Animal Crossing. So we're like, oh, you know, we'll go, you know, $8, whatever, no big deal. Every single Target bought out. And I was like, how did no one tell them that, like, hey, this big thing that everybody's playing right now because of the pandemic, like, let's limit 2-3 a person. Like, people will go in and buy the whole box.
Yeah.
You know, which I'm like, at what point does like the store owner be like, hold on, you know, one person is buying so many, I wonder why, you know, because they're going to turn around and sell in the black market. So Nintendo was pissed. Nintendo was super pissed, you know.
So talking to former employee of Target, remember that? Remember those days? I know exactly what you're talking about. Okay. And I don't know when that came out, but there was 2 instances. They had packs of cards. It came in a white foil, and there came only 3 cards per pack. People, like, when I opened the store, you know, I didn't open this. I opened my area. I was in electronics, and now it's me responsible for the games and cards and stuff like that. Someone had told me the night before, like, hey, when you come in tomorrow, grab this box, put it behind the counter, because they were free, but you only supposed to give it 1 per customer. So fine, put it down, whatever. Doors open at 8 o'clock, Kramer. 10 people just waiting in line, and they recognized me from the electronics because I also had the white shirt. The electronics only had white shirts. I walk in, they're like, hey, you got these cards? I'm like, I believe so. Yeah. Bro, the fucking store open. There were like 8 to 10 people running down the aisle. Now the aisle goes straight, and then it goes straight towards me. And I'm in the back, and I'm seeing all these Russian people. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? They're like, where's the cards? I'm like, it's 1 per person. No, come on. All you could have. I'm like, 8 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bye. Have a nice day.
Well,
can I come back later? Nope. So people started coming back all sneaky and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
waiting for you to be gone.
Yeah, waiting for you to be gone, or they come in a different disguise. But one dude, you know, I slipped up. I give him a second one. He's like, yes, that's 2. Excuse me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, all right. So that was one instance. The second instance was the Hot Wheel giveaway. There was a day some antique Hot Wheels were coming out, and we had 10 of them, and there was going to be a raffle for these 10. People were going nuts over that too, and they put me in charge. Well, wonder why? Because the guy's like, "Oh, you're in charge of electronics." I'm like, "Okay," and you're the biggest one here, so just in case something happens, you're big enough. I'm like, man, there you go, playing my size again. So, long story short, dude, people were trying to buy people's tickets, and if someone won, they wanted to buy that. Hey, how much you want that for? I give you $500 for that card right now. Like, you know, I've heard transactions that going on. Some little boy won this car. He knew what he wanted. As soon as he grabbed that car and walked away, like 4 or 5 guys like, damn it. Fuck. I'm like, come on, man, relax.
Yeah, I
You
know.
know? And then you see him the kid went with his dad, started walking away. You see those 2 guys just go like, hey. Like they wanted to fight. I'm like, come on, man, it's not that serious, dude.
Yeah. You ever watch Bob's Burgers?
I watch a couple episodes. I'm not a fan.
What was it? I've seen from the first episode to the newest episode at least like twice already. But there's a part. So the oldest daughter, Tina, is a fan of this like it's like their version of My Little Pony kind of thing, right?
Mhm.
And they even in this episode they go to a convention just for them, for all these like My Little Pony people, you know, same thing like in real life, you know, people dress up as the ponies and shit. So there's a group of 4 dudes, 4 grown men dressed up in the pony outfits, and they see her like unicorn that she like loves and shit like that. And the main guy is like, oh, you know, like that one's cruddy. I have this nice one. You want to do a trade? You know, because I like you. And he like, you know, screwed her out of this one. So she got this brand new nice one. But then later you find out like hers was like a rare one because it had some defect or something. So it's like worth a bunch of money. So like the whole episode is like the dad trying to get her special one. But she felt guilty for giving away like her friend kind of thing. So she didn't care what it was worth. It was like more sentimental than value. So the whole episode is like Bob trying to get the pony back, and it's a great episode. Like, it's really, really good. But it shows you how crazy these grown adults like get with these like kid things.
They become savages. It's amazing.
You know,
They become savages.
Yeah. And I'm like, I enjoy like a lot of like childish things, obviously. You know, like I mean, like toys. I mean, you see my living room with all the random little like figurines and stuff everywhere.
Just look at your backdrop, man. I mean,
oh yeah,
yeah. I mean, I got like the whole collection of McDonald's Avengers set from like 2 years ago.
Yeah, that was
You know,
cool.
yeah, they're all lined up over there like soldiers and shit, which is awesome.
Yeah.
But
I got my
I-
Voltron up here.
Yeah,
That thing, I went to like 6 or 8 different Targets to get them all because not one Target had them all, so I had to like go and get it. But also it's like if they had one left and there was like a little boy who was like oh, I really want, I was like, all right, you know, here, you know, like because it would mean more to him to play with it rather than me like throw it on a shelf, you know what I mean? So it's like, but there's a lot of people that are like, nope, it's mine, like come on, man, you know.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about, and you're a good man for doing that. And I've seen that happen so many times. Hell, I sold what it was. It was a computer Logitech surround sound system for a computer. You know,
Mhm.
I wanted it like 150 for it. It was already end of the day at the garage sale, and just like, you know, a kid came up to me. He's like, "Hey, I'll give you $12." And this guy was like 12, 13 years old.
Mhm.
And I'm like, $12? No, I can't do $12. And then he's like, oh, okay. You turn around, the dad's like, you see, I told you. I look at Jess, and Bella was like maybe 6 months old. And Jess looks at me, she's like, look, you can keep it, and you're gonna hang on to it for what? Or you can give it to that little boy and make someone happy. I'm like, this is why I love you. She grounded me from my ego and money aspect of it to a person that I really am. And she grounded me. She brought me back to earth. And it's like, that wasn't me. This is me. So I ran up to the little boy and I told him, hey, how much you got? He goes, I got $13. And the mom and dad was right between them. I'm like, $12? I tell you what, you give me 10 and it's yours. It's like $10. He's like, yeah. Oh my God, thank you so much. So I'm like, all right, let me go pack it up. And I packed it up. And he goes, okay, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then he reached into the pocket. I'm like, you know what? $8 is fine. Here you go. Oh my God, thank you. Yeah. It was a 250 computer surround sound system. I gave it to 12, 13-year-old boy that he's probably having a blast with it. And that made me, that was the best $8 I've earned in my life because I know I made someone happy. And it wasn't with the money. And I got caught up with the money. And Jess is the one who brought me down. Like, that's not you. And she's right. And you know me for a while. You know, I like to help people. So I was like, all right, here you go, kid. And that was the best time. So I understand where you're coming from. You would give it to a kid.
Yeah.
You know?
But yeah, even like if you were to keep it, you would keep it and try to get the money for it. But like the longer you hold on to it, the more it'll devalue, lose value. So
exactly.
Yeah. The Rick and Morty Gotrons. Yes. I don't know if you've seen that episode. Like, yeah, that's that. That's where that. But they have ferrets, which is fun. So they do their Gotrons, but they're ferrets instead of
is
lions. Yeah, that's awesome.
You guys,
the Gotron ferrets.
ferrets.
That would be a cool collection. That would be.
You know,
I'm surprised
you
they haven't
guys-
made that already.
You guys talk about Rick and Morty so much. I need to get into that.
Oh,
And
it's
Go ahead, Kramer.
That's
Say it.
good.
It's awesome. Oh, okay.
yeah. It is.
Yeah, man.
It is. It sucked because a lot of the fan base, they get a little too crazy with it. I like the show. It's funny. It's very meta. It makes fun of itself. It makes fun of other pop culture kind of things. Dan Harmon always talks shit about like Marvel movies. You know, like even when he was in Community, like we watched me and Erica watched Community, and he wrote and created Community. So
Oh, really?
you could tell. Oh yeah, like there's like I think one or two, or towards the end he left, and then the last season he came back just for the last season.
Mhm.
But you can see a lot of stuff that is in Rick and Morty, the same kind of jokes, the same kind of like vibe. A lot of times you'll see it kind of like you're like, oh yeah, it's the same guy writing it. But yeah, he's it's really good. It's really good. But the fans get too much at times. The whole Szechuan sauce thing, what people were losing their freaking mind. Like one joke in one episode where that Rick was like remembering like the Szechuan sauce. He's like, yeah, it came out for a limited time when Moana or Mulan came out, and he goes, that sauce is great. It's amazing. It's the best sauce ever. And then the fans were so crazy that they would like run into the McDonald's and start screaming they want Szechuan sauce. Like one guy got on the counter and was like losing his shit, like fell on the ground, and like they harassed McDonald's so much that McDonald's like, all right, fine, we're bringing back fucking Szechuan sauce. Like what? Like they brought it back for like a month or so. It was it's insane.
God. That's funny.
Yeah, and I'm watching all of those. Rick and Morty, I'm all caught up. There's 5 seasons. Disenchantment, I haven't watched the new Disenchantment that just came out last week. And Disenchantment is Macaroni, so the guy who did Futurama and Simpsons.
Oh, I thought you said macaroni. I'm like,
No,
What?
Macaroni.
I heard macaroni. I'm like,
Macaroni.
are you hungry?
Yeah.
It's not-
So yeah, Disenchantment's really good. And John DiMaggio, who is the voice of Bender,
Mhm.
well, excuse me, he's the voice of the father of the king in it, and he's one of my favorite characters. There's a part he kind of like goes crazy at one point, and he keeps making this sound that I think I irritated Erica with for a while. Like he would say something and he would like at the end like crazy, and I did that for like a week, and she's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Man,
So and
You know- you know-
Underdex is really good too.
you know, I see Disenchantment. I think of World of Warcraft.
Oh,
For some reason, I see that. I'm like, oh,
Disenchanting.
here we go. He's here. Here comes Merlin with the disenchantment shit.
which kind of fits too, because that whole show is like medieval kind of era, castle and knights, and there's like elves, little elves and shit that look like Smurfs. And
Did you know the
It's
first
a-
time when I saw Lords of the Ring, it was following so close to the Lynch King of the World of Warcraft? Was it not Burning Crusade? Was it, or no, the Wrath of the Lynch King?
yeah, the Lich
I'm
King, yeah.
I'm like, are you serious? And then you got elves and goblins and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? This is like World of Warcraft. And Justin
Yeah.
was like, the fuck is that? I'm like, it's like, all
Well,
right,
it's the other
never
way
mind.
around.
Yes,
The other way around.
yes, you know.
Yeah.
But either way, I was like, wow, this is amazing. This is amazing.
Yeah. Oh, Lord of the Rings is super awesome. Mr. Touchy is hilarious. I don't even think I heard of that one. I gotta check that one out. But well, speaking of Lord of the Rings, real quick, because we'll get into Smiling Friends. We'll finish with that. But there's the new Lord of the Rings prequel series that's going to be on
Uh-huh.
Amazon. they showed the trailer. Was it the Super Bowl? I think
Yep.
they showed it.
They showed
Um,
everything at Super Bowl. Yeah.
Yeah, all the trailers. It looked okay. It looked cool. I was down for it. It looked really cool. But people are losing some people are losing their minds because one of the characters, an elf character is black. So, oh my God forbid, like there'll be a black dwarf and a black elf. Like there are people like legit angry. You can like look on YouTube. I don't want to give this person any kind of like go check him out, but I'm sure if you look it up, he's like one of the first one. He's already made 5 videos about it. 5 videos about a black guy, a black elf, that it's not it's not true to the lore or something stupid like that. I'm like, it's so fucking stupid. I'm like, it's a fucking elf. Like you're telling me like every elf and every dwarf has to be white. I'm like,
Man, I don't know if you remember this, but there was so much hoopla with the honeymoon.
oh yeah. I miss
You
Satoshi's
know?
the character. Sorry.
And it's just champion.
Yeah.
You know, I remember that with the honeymooners. Oh, they're not black. They're supposed to be white. I'm like, come on, man. Stop.
Mhm.
Stop it, okay? But yeah, it's ridiculous how people get all pissy. I know people are like, you know, people going crazy on Super Bowl commercials. Was that the one with Chevy Silverado, electric Silverado, where they had the girl from Sopranos come out? The whole theme was Sopranos, and people were like going nuts because they're like, are they coming back? Are they doing this? Are they
Yeah.
doing the sitcom and the spinoff? And then I was talking to Jess about this earlier. I'm like, that commercial was so well planned. They did not show anything of the truck until towards the end of their 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Because if they would have showed it in the beginning or in the middle, they're like, oh, Chevy commercial. It doesn't
Yeah.
mean anything. But they enticed it so much and they dragged it out. It wasn't until the very end we saw, oh shit, it's a truck. And then when he hugs the brother at the end, they're like, oh, is it something? And then people started saying, is something going on? Is Chevy gonna sponsor or it's people
Like,
bonkers over that.
yeah. So when it did play, I started laughing because whenever I hear that song now, there's a fake song that somebody did of it, and so whenever I hear it, that's I in my head I'm listening to like the spoof song.
Mhm.
Let's see. It's so stupid.
Woke up this morning, got some gabagoo. Then I woke up the next day and got some gabagoo. Keep waking up, keep getting different types of gabagoo. I even got some gabagoo from Scooby-Doo. Woke up this morning.
Yeah, it ends right there.
Gabagoo?
Yeah, got some gabagoo. So yeah, so I said when I saw that trailer, I was starting to laugh. But I know the daughter, Jamie Lynn Sigler, I think, and the brother, they do a podcast. They have a podcast where they talk a lot about the show.
Really?
A lot of behind the scene stuff. And then they, I mean, obviously have episodes they talk about random shit too. But yeah, just them two. So I know the guy, the brother, he had a lot of like I think he had like not a lot, but I think he had drug problems and stuff like in real life. So child actor, go figure. But,
yeah. Oh boy.
Yeah. Oh cool, man. You want to get into the Smiling Friends?
Hello, sure. Hello.
All right.
Why not?
That was it. All right. So this one I'm gonna cut up and it's gonna be its own little episode.
All right.
All right. So we're talking Smiling Friends.
Smiling Friends.
It came out a couple weeks ago, I want to say.
Yeah.
Not too long ago.
Right.
And it had a lot of hype. The people that were excited for it were really excited for it. I guess the creators did other stuff like on YouTube and other like smaller YouTube kind of cartoons and stuff like that. I have no idea. I didn't find out until like after I started looking up. But yeah, so I watched it all. It was like 7 episodes or something like that. How many did you get through?
3.
Like 3?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then after that, my brain was like, Fredo, if you keep watching this, you're gonna turn mental. You know?
I would
So
say
then I just
the
stopped.
best one is the last one. The best one is the last one. That's the yeah. Before I say anything else, that was my favorite one. That was the last episode.
Yeah, there
yeah.
were some funny parts in the first one. You know, it caught me off guard when the frog ate like some dude's hands or a human being or something like that.
Yeah.
And that frog is fast. So it became very scary at one point, but I thought it was kind of funny when he began and ended the sentence with a hello.
Mhm.
You know, like hello, Tinkerbell, hello. You know,
Yeah,
just really
Mr.
fast
Frog.
and
Yeah.
yeah, Mr. Frog. So that was fun to a point.
Mhm.
And I think there's like it's a 10, 11-minute show that I kind of regret watching. You know, and then we talked over the phone. You're like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about this." I'm like, "Okay," and I'm like, "Yeah, I'll watch them." Oh, 10 minutes, 7, yeah, an hour, no problem. It was the longest 10 minutes. You ever heard, man? That's a long time. Yeah,
Uh,
it was like, "Has it been 10 minutes yet? Can I please stop and move on?" No, I mean, it was nuts, dude. Um, I don't know what to say.
yeah.
Oh man, that's the
Yeah.
side effects of watching this damn show.
Well, I know right before we went live, you told me you're like, listen, like, like I know you know, because I think you thought I felt a certain way about it, and then when you told
Yes.
me, you're like, I didn't like it, and then
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah,
These were exact words. This is where we're talking about, but I don't think it's your cup of tea. I'm like, okay, you said that you're watching it, but I don't think it's your cup of tea. And I told you, I'm like, Kramer, I really don't like tea. And this is a show I don't like. I'm like, I love you like a brother, but fuck, man, how do you watch this shit? And you're like,
yeah, and then well, then I
Go
came
ahead.
back, I'm like, I don't like it either. I don't like it either. And it was really, really upsetting for me because I was like, I wanted to like this show. I really wanted to like it. All the positive things everyone's saying about it, and like people are saying like it's a fresh of breath air, and it's genius what they're doing. It's this and that, and I saw parts of it where I'm like, okay, that's funny, but a 10-second joke isn't worth 10 minutes of setup.
No.
You know,
One of the the first one when I first saw it, I'm like, holy shit, did he eat a whole guy? And we
Yeah.
wound it. I'm like, he ate the whole dude. You know.
Yeah.
The second episode when he went to go help somebody
The shrimp.
was it the shrimp? Yeah.
It was a little shrimp guy. Yeah.
I saw in the corner when I saw it, I'm like, damn, really? There was a head, right? And then you see a boot stomping on his head. You can
Oh.
see the head going thin, thin, thin. There's more blood and more brain. Like 30 seconds when the guy was about to leave or something, talking to his friend, the shrimp guy. You see in the background, the boot still stomping on his head, but now it's just mush.
Yeah.
And he's stomping on the head. I'm like, okay, that's some graphic shit there. But this is Adult Swim. This is the same channel that had Ask McGee. This
Yeah.
is the same channel that had Robot Chicken. You know, it had one of the worst season finales ever, where the Golden Girls with their toy. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. You know.
Yeah.
So to that, it's like that is expected. It's Adult Swim.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
not a kid show at all. And then the third episode, I'm like, I don't remember watching the third episode or even stopping. I'm like, this is enough. This is enough. I can't put torture to
Yeah.
my brain anymore. I got
Yeah,
enough
well-
useless shit in here. I don't want that.
That third one was the Halloween special. That was I want to say it's the third one because there's the pilot and then there's the other one. So technically that's the fourth one, but it's numbered to the third one. I don't know. But the Halloween special was that next one, and
Mhm.
that had a joke that, and a lot of it I noticed too is they'll give you the punchline for the joke right in the beginning. So like you know how the joke is going to end, and then they'll play it all to where the joke happens, and then they'll repeat the line again. You know, so like in that one was like Charlie, the big green one. He's like, "Oh, I don't dress up for Halloween." You know, things could get crazy, and I don't want to deal with it. Then the little one, Pim, goes on this like big adventure in this like forest that's like spooky and stuff. And he
Mhm.
starts getting chased by a monster. I don't know if you saw that one.
Mm-mm.
He gets chased by the monster and blah 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 and stuff like that, and then he runs back into the building where they're having the Halloween party.
Yeah.
And as he runs in, the monster runs in, and the whole joke is once the monster's there, it looks like a old school, like very offensive blackface kind of character. But it's a tree monster. It's a tree monster, right? So it's all dark and brown, and then it has like little, like, you know, the like little hair, but they're little branches. So it looks like one of those very old school offensive blackface type of things. And one of the characters, a side character, is like, "Is that blackface?" And then they beat the shit and like burn the little tree monster. And then it cuts back to Charlie's like, "See, that's why I don't dress up for Halloween." I was like,
Are you serious?
you know, that's why I was like, that was a lot of work to get to that ending, you know. And it was kind of funny, like it was like a little like social commentary, I guess, if you want.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it just wasn't like that. That was the one where I'm like, okay, I see where it's going, and I'm like kind of blah about it, you know. So
There's
and then
nothing
Ed-
edgy.
yeah. On all the other episodes were kind of like funny. There's one where they go to the Enchanted Forest, so it's like playing like an RPG game, like a World of Warcraft thing, where like every other character wants to give you a quest, you know, and the little one
dude.
wants to do all these quests, and the big one's like, let's just do our job and get it done. But then it kind of turns into like a Lord of the Rings kind of vibe,
Mhm.
and then at the very end, it has you know, who you thought was the good guy is really like a bad guy kind of thing, you know. So it's like, it's why I'm like, it's kind of funny, but my favorite one was Charlie the green one. He dies and he goes to hell, right? So now hell isn't, it's not hell anymore, you know. It's boring, you know, like there's no one getting tortured, so it's basically hell froze over, you know,
Right.
because the devil is depressed and he doesn't want to torture any people anymore because like he's sad. So Charlie's like goes and finds the devil and makes a deal, like, if I can make you laugh or if I can make you happy again, you let me go back to Earth. So there's like some parts in it that are kind of funny, and then there's a part where they're like, when he first gets to hell, he goes, "Oh, that's your hell bed," and it's like, it looks like a really shitty bed. He goes, "That's your hell toilet," and it's just like a big mouth like clomping, and then it cuts to like a this like string creature thing, and they're like, "Oh, and this is gonna annoy you for the rest of your existence," and this is like this creature making stupid noises, you know. And then Charlie's like, "If you do that again, I'm gonna punch you." And then halfway through the episode, the guy pops out and screams, and Charlie just pops him like dead in the stomach. And then the little creature, he's like, oh. Like, that was the only part of the entire season I literally laughed my ass off because it sounded like whoever did the voice actually got hit and got the wind like kicked out of him. So like this creature's like like that's the only funny part that I found like super funny. But
I'll probably watch that one.
that
I'll
yeah
probably
that
watch
And like just thinking about it, it was like funny because he just pops him and he's like, like it was really good. Like that one was good. And then God winds up saving him, and God is voiced by Gilbert Godfrey, which is also kind of funny, with that super annoying voice. But yeah, that was the only one that was funny, but it didn't have like this. I mean, it had that same kind of vibe to it, but it was a little different than all the rest of the ones, I felt like. But besides that one, all the rest were just kind of had a little funny part here where I kind of chuckled, like what's a Renaissance man? He's like, oh, that's not a Renaissance man. Like, what's a Renaissance man? I don't know what a Renaissance man. That's like a whole like joke that they do for like 30 seconds, and it was kind of funny, but it just none of them hit right for me. I don't know about you.
No. I mean, like I said, there was some background things you gotta pick up and pay attention to. It was just blah, like you said, and it wasn't really. It didn't keep me entertained. I was like, come on, is there something else? And my brain actually, I think, flatlined for a little bit because I couldn't get myself engaged, and it was weird because once I'm in and I'm engaged, okay, fine, I want to pay attention. But this loses me really quick into something visual in the back. Like one of the thing, the Shrimpy was playing Cat Quest 2. And I saw how he was playing. He had the monitors, he had this cat, and the graphics looked good. I'm like, oh shit, of course, Warcraft, by all of us. And I'm looking, and then they talking about the plot. I was more interested in how the game looked and what kind of game. And they were talking about it. Oh, we got to open curtains and whatever. We'll start small. And then they open the door. Then you see the dead head there. I couldn't get myself engaged, dude.
Yeah.
I just couldn't. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna see those episodes ever again. And like I said, the first one was okay. I'm like, all right, it is weird, it is different. But then I just but this is Adult Swim. You are expecting something similar to this. It's nothing new.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's nothing edgy at all.
Nothing.
Besides
the blackface joke was the only for me. That was really the only edgy, quote unquote, part of it. Everything else was kind of like, I mean, there's another like sexual part in one of the later episodes. But yeah, we got Alyssa. What's up?
How you doing, Alyssa?
Hi.
How you doing?
We got the old people, which is funny because she was like, calls us old people. Kind of leads into a question because we're both older, and so watching this, and especially like after me and Erica, we watched like the first 4 episodes, and she was kind of like, she's like, I'm done. It's not good. She didn't even finish watching it because she was like, same like you, like over it. We were talking about, and we're like, it's not new. I've seen this before, and I've seen it done better. Ren and Stimpy.
Yes.
But the thing is that the guys who created it aren't old enough to ever like really watch Ren and Stimpy when it was released. So yeah, is that if someone gets offended by South Park, then they shouldn't watch it.
I agree.
The new season's really good. I know you didn't watch it, but I'm gonna do a little review about the new episodes because that was really good. That was really good. But I agree. I mean,
yeah, I strongly agree. There's no
but
reason.
It's also.
Yeah, there's no reason to troll like, oh, we should take this off or whatever. That's bullshit. No, just leave it alone. Let it be. Go have your cappuccino with a twist of lemon in it or whatever the fuck you drink, and just move on.
My issue with the people that get offended by South Park, so they get offended by South Park, but then they love Book of Mormon, which is made by the same creator. Same 2 guys, Matt Stone, Trey Parker. They're like, South Park's horrible. It's so bad. It's so bad. But then you go and watch Book of Mormon, and they're like, oh, it's amazing. I was like, they do some really messed up shit in that play. I've seen it because I wanted to see because I love Matt Stone and Trey Parker. I think they do amazing shit, like really amazing stuff.
If-
Yeah, it's definitely a play you don't take anybody younger than 16. Like legit.
Let's just keep to 21.
I mean, an 18-year-old, I think will understand it. 16, I mean, there are some parts in it. I don't want to spoil too much of it, but they find the cure for AIDS. And I'll tell you off screen because we'll probably get banned if I say what it is like on screen. It's not good.
No. So this is a play you definitely would not take Alyssa because she's too young for it. Right. Boom. Shot fired.
Got it. Old South Park was good. It got
it was
boring
very
for a
good.
while. It got
was very
boring.
good.
It got very repetitive.
Mhm.
I don't know if you've seen the COVID specials. The COVID specials are awesome. They are really, really funny.
There was like
They're pretty
2 or
good.
3 of them, weren't they? They were like in divided. Because I
Yeah,
remember-
they did specials. Yeah,
Right.
Maybe there might be 4, 3, but I know there's like 3 or 4 of them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I remember seeing some of it.
Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The Beavis and Butthead I heard. The no, take me. I'm 15. Oh no.
Wait, which is 16? No, it's not. It's very-
No, it's not.
basically,
But nowadays it's 18, and if you're 18, then you're 21.
that's the.
If you're
that's-
21, you could go ahead and buy the first round. If you can't buy the
Yeah.
first round, then you can't watch it. But if
Yeah,
they like
I
the
don't
Book of Mormon, they'll probably like Orgasmo.
Yeah. That was a
I
good
remember
one too.
Orgasmo. Yeah.
I don't know if you ever seen Cannibal the musical. Erica told me about it, and it's Matt and Trey's like one of their first projects, and it's a musical western.
Simon?
It's
Cannibal?
called Cannibal the Musical.
No.
It's like a western thing. Yeah, it's pretty good. You can probably find it for free on YouTube, probably.
Oh, jeez, girl. No.
But not
See,
take,
now
I'll
I'll take.
take you to the Book of
All
Mormon.
right. Look, just whoa. I'll take Grizzly. No, I'll get Grizzly.
Yeah.
Okay, no. That's a whole lot of trouble. You're just asking.
Yeah.
That. I didn't even want to touch that subject. No. Leave my guy alone, man. Leave him alone. Leave.
Yeah, he's not here to
Yeah, he's not. I'll let him know, but he's gonna say
Grizzly.
no. He's rushing home. I think he was in a meeting at a conference meeting, but he's rushing home because we're getting a storm coming through overnight. So
Yeah, because he was gonna do it tonight with we were gonna do like our normal show, but he was gonna be on his like headphone, which we gotta hook him up with a better on the go setup because even I think Alyssa on Monday, because he's like, why does it sound like he's talking through a wall, like through water? Like he sounded really bad.
I need to see his
sorry
setup.
for you.
He's saying it's a very,
To a very-
very trouble. Fucking
Or whatever what the fuck it is. Yeah, his mic sucked. I don't think he set it up right because he had the mic here, but I think it was going off the mic off the webcam.
yeah.
So,
He
but
still,
yeah,
wants,
so wait,
he still wants me to see this house setup, which I haven't even seen.
yeah.
But go
Yeah, I
ahead.
gotta
John,
hop
go
on.
ahead.
But yeah, so yeah, well, real quick with the smiling friends. So me and Erica were talking. It was like I seen this before. I seen it with Ren and Stimpy, and it does everything exactly the same. The very like offensive kind of stuff, the random things that it does. Like this show had like at one point they're at a table, and there's like a kid running back and forth, and it was kind of funny, And then there's a picture of the kid running on the wall, which is like kind of funny, very like in itself. But I'm like, Ren and Stimpy did that. Ren and Stimpy had the angry guy and the very happy-go-lucky guy. Same thing like this show. It was just like, it was like we're old enough to remember Ren and Stimpy when it was really offensive,
Right.
And there was even characters in this one that I felt like reminded me. There was an old man sitting at a dinner table holding a gun to his head the entire time because he wanted to die. He looked like one of the characters from Ren and Stimpy. It was probably done on purpose, maybe, because there was a character who also looked like Peter Griffin from Family Guy,
Uh-huh.
like dead on. You know, just a different color skin. He had the like that purple skin, like how Pim had. But yeah, I was like, this is Ren and Stimpy, but for like today's people. You know, it was like, I'm like, so it's not fresh or new. I've seen it before.
Right.
You know, and I've seen it done better. You know, so you know, maybe that's because I'm old. You know,
Thanks,
like damn,
Randy.
I don't want to say it. Thank you.
But
You know, I don't want to say it.
No, like they
Because
because
I
they
don't
might
want-
be
who wants to admit they're
proving
old?
Alyssa right.
Yeah, I know, right?
I don't
Yeah.
mind. I mean, I don't mind it. But yeah,
But-
I agree. I've seen Ren and Stimpy episodes before, and I don't mind Ren and Stimpy episodes. There's one episode that sticks out in my head. Well, two actually. One, the Venus flytrap. I don't know if you remember that one. Where you see the Venus flytrap just grabs a fly. And I
Oh,
said, okay,
eats it
watch
all slowly.
yeah, let's watch it all slow motion. So you see the fly, you see the Venus flytrap just beating the smacking the hell out of this fly before he eats it. And then the second one is on the more on the adult side, where he's sawing, right? He's cutting off this board, but he did it in a way where I think Stimpy looked like he was humping Ren while sawing this board, this log. It was a big
Yeah.
log, and they were making the noises. They were making out like, oh, you know, like the finishing ending noises. But
Yeah.
those are the only two, and I don't see this. What was it? Smiley, happy
Smiling
face?
friends.
Smiling friends. I don't see that happening at all. Them reaching that level, because that was funny and adulterated funny.
Yep.
This is more like desperate, pushing it and trying too hard funny. You
Yeah.
know. So I can't see this episode of this show making it that far, where they're gonna be that good.
They
Hmm.
just got approved for a second season, like today. Today they just got approved for a second season, and also Peacemaker. So there's some good news. But we'll talk. We're gonna talk about that tomorrow.
Yeah, we
Peacemaker.
can't talk now. Brian would kill us.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, so it got approved for a second season. And I mean, I'm all for it. Like, if people like it, then cool. But also, it's like, give credit to what came before it. You know, like the whole idea, from what I heard, is like the creators were like, oh, in a world where everything is Family Guy, like everything tries to be like Family Guy, we're trying to be different. But I was like, also Family Guy was trying to be different. What was out at the time, you know? So, but now you're going to pre-Family Guy with Ren and Stimpy. So it's like,
Right. I mean,
it's just a circle.
Wasn't it something where Family Guy was copying off The Simpsons because The Simpsons done it first?
Yeah.
35 years ago or whatever.
Yeah.
You know? And I kind of see it. People run out of materials, they run out of ideas, and they see something that happened 20 years ago. They're like, oh, okay, well, we could do something similar to this. So yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the two guys, one of the guys, trying to see when he was born. One of the guys was born in 1993.
Oh.
And I'm trying to see when the other guy is
I
he was
was
born in 1984. So I guess
I was a sophomore in '93.
yeah. So at least the guy, but the guy from Australia who so there's the guy who was born in 93 who was one of the guys, and then another guy was an Australian born in 1984.
Right.
So I was like, I don't know if he would have been exposed to like Ren and Stimpy in early 90s, like when we were, being from a different country like that, you know, especially like, you know, that far from America.
Okay. I mean, I'm doing just math real quick. So if he was born in '93, put 10 on that. So that's 2003. Put another 2, 2005. YouTube was already out. And I'm sure there's like classic Ren and Stimpy episode, so maybe he got something from that.
If he did, I mean, I can't see a lot of Ren and Stimpy being on YouTube. Like that's
You know
definitely
what?
not up
You do
YouTube's
got
alley.
a point, though.
Let me look at.
Well, I don't know.
But yeah, so I don't know. That's why it felt like, you know, after we were talking, I'm like we saw it before. We saw it before.
How you doing,
Hey,
Randy?
how you doing?
Thank you for joining us. man.
Yeah. What was it? I was gonna look up Ren and Stimpy.
Venus.
Right, I mean, I'm sure there's some. Yeah, there's a few Nick Rewind stuff.
Yeah, they are the
Yeah,
cleaner
but
ones because there's
The
some that
clean.
have-
I mean, there's the
that,
one with the. Do you remember the dad with the rubber nipples? Like he always had rubber nipples on his knees.
no,
No.
no.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it was a crazy show. That's kind of. I don't know. It's the same thing. What it felt like to me is like kind of going back full circle, where whatever was it, Coco Melon, every 3 seconds things move. That's the generation that's making cartoons now. So it's like that's what it feels like. It's like I don't know if you've ever seen Teen Titans Go. Like everything's very random and quick and random and quick and random and quick. And I'm like, it's not, you know. So
Yeah, my daughter likes them.
I do not like Teen Titans Go. I think it's not. It's a crappy show. Teen Titans that came before it was an amazing show, and then they revamped it and made it like 11-minute episodes, and they went on. You know, so, but that's what's me. Like I don't know. That's why I'm like, are we at the point? Am I at the point where I'm like, I'm too old to appreciate the newer shows that are out? And I love cartoons. I love anime. I love cartoons, especially very adult cartoons.
Are you too old? I say no. And as long as you give it a shot and you come in it with an open mind, there is a possibility that you will like it. It might not like it. But if you honestly give it a shot, just like I did with the one that you mentioned today,
My friends.
Yeah, I watched 2.5 episodes. Each episode's 10 minutes long. And every single episode, I'm like, is this almost over? Like that I could get to the next one? Maybe it's better than this one. And that for me, it's like honestly giving it an honest shot. Now, you could say, well, the old ones are better. True, maybe not. You will never get that answer, and that's a voice and opinion if you go ahead and give it a shot first.
Mm.
You see,
Yeah.
you see the bottom of the screen?
Yeah. I remember this episode.
Yeah.
There was a lot of sexual innuendos.
Yes.
Even more than innuendos, like very physical kind of stuff that meant to be other things in Ren and Stimpy. And there's some like when it got rebooted on MTV, they went really hardcore with it.
Hey,
What's up, Oli?
Oli. How you doing, Oli? Where's the taco? She always put every time I see her, there's a taco emoji on there.
It's not Taco Tuesday.
Yeah.
It's Wednesday.
I guess.
Yeah. There you go.
What is it? Torta Wednesday? Tostada Wednesday?
Yeah. So just real quick, let's finish it up.
Yes.
You didn't like it. I didn't like it. I really wanted to like it. I really, really did.
Yeah.
But
it's a no-go for me, man.
yeah. And it just it makes me question it. Like I want to watch it again because so many younger people, like early 20s, are like, it's amazing. And my old ass of watching, I'm like, it's not amazing.
No.
Like-
you think the newer generation would enjoy Initial D? Full Metal Alchemist?
Yeah, I mean those, but that's very different. Like I would say more Ren and Stimpy. Like, would the people who liked this show go back and watch Ren and Stimpy? How would they like that? You know, because there's a lot of stuff that Ren and Stimpy did that you can't do in today's like kind of world or TV and stuff like that. So, but we're both saying no to it.
It's a never for me. I don't know if you guys do that graphic. It's a never. You know what? I'll do you the favor. I'll go on your account and delete them.
I'll probably watch him again just because I like I said, I really want to give him a shot. Maybe if I watch him again, I'll enjoy him again. But
Right.
right as of right now, after reviewing it once, I don't get it. I don't get it.
Save your
But-
brain cells for the hard drugs. That's all I'm saying. Don't use them up on cartoons. Do not use
This
them
one.
on cartoons.
All right. Well, yeah, let's finish with that one and then let's just hang out for a little bit.
Yes, sir.
Cool. Yeah, I might
I
have to cut that one up a little bit, but
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah, it
this
was kind of
yeah. I couldn't find the Venus flytrap, but for some reason I found the law. The
Really?
sawing wood. Yeah. For some reason. Oh my god. My god.
Ren and Stimpy, man. I watched the heck out of all that shows. Like my uncle, like had like before DVR, he would like record them, you know, with the VCR kind of stuff.
Jeez.
You know, so he had them all. It was I think I've seen almost every single Ren and Stimpy. Like they're really well way before its time. Like
Mhm.
way before its time. So because even everything that came out after it was kind of trying to be like Ren and Stimpy, but less edgy.
No. Yeah. I guess so.
Well, because they were trying to be more kid friendly. So it's like obviously you can't have like, you know, because all the human or some of the humans, you would just see like their legs, like old school, like Tom and Jerry. So you would just see their legs and like, you know, up to their like thighs, I guess. And there'll be parts where they'll look up and then they'll make a face like they saw something they weren't supposed to see. Like, couldn't make that joke like on a kid show.
Right. Because I think I saw it. Like I think did you mention Tom and Jerry? One of the episodes
I
was on
didn't.
Tom and Jerry because they always when they looked up and that's the waiters. No, I'm sorry, they're maids under the dress of a maid.
Yeah,
I've
I
seen-
mean
I've
that was also
seen-
borderline racist back then. Even now.
yeah.
You know, because it was like
Yeah, it
supposed to be
was
like a black maid kind of house hand kind of lady, like
Mm-hmm.
you know.
That's
So it was
exactly
like
what
that.
it's supposed to be. Yeah, exactly. The one that I know was 100% racist, the one with the two pros. I never, ever
Oh,
liked those guys. Never
the
liked
two
those guys.
crows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whenever they came out, I just turned off the TV because to me I just didn't like them. You know, I didn't like them. There wasn't until when I was a little bit older, I'm like, what? No, what? No. So like, no wonder I didn't like you guys. I didn't know the reason back then, but I think I found out now.
Yeah, I can't find that one either.
Told you.
The Reverse Strip. But all right, I know you gotta get going.
Yeah, I got work, man. I don't
yeah.
know. They might call me up in the morning, say don't come in till later because of the ice storm.
the
whatever.
ice. I mean, it's gonna be icy and then it's gonna be snowy for the rest of the day. So it's gonna be snow with ice on the bottom.
And what stinks
So.
is that, and this is what I learned 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. What stinks is if it starts around 2-3 o'clock, I leave my place at 3:30 in the morning. So the snowplows are not even going yet at places that I need to be. So that means throughout the whole expressway experience, it's white knuckling, ass clenching, praying to God, and praying to everything. I'm
You're
not to
sad.
slide off. Yeah.
Tokyo drifting the whole time.
Ooh. Yeah. Well, don't tempt me because I will hit the
No,
e-brake.
unintentionally. Just,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
just doing it. Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I might as well if I'm gonna go get the e-brake going and just
Start
There I
doing
am in
full
a-
circles.
yeah in a Chevy Trax, Kramer.
Nice.
So yes.
Let's play that song down on your Spotify.
What song?
The Tokyo drifting song.
Mm-hmm.
I'll show you
Mhm.
afterward. But we're gonna do the Oscar review on Friday,
Yes.
the first ones. So
Right.
anybody watching, we're
Cuda.
gonna start Cuda and Belfast.
Yes.
I think
yes.
are our first ones. So we're gonna do that. I think a little peek into the future. We're gonna do another like contest for it, which I gotta set that up. So we'll do
Yeah.
another contest for it. So keep an eye out on for that. And then also make sure you follow us on our Facebook group, on Spoiler Kings Facebook group. Link is in the description. It's pretty good. We've been having some good fun. You know, Fridays we show our pets, and then thank you.
Hey,
liking the
that's
stream.
my aunt.
There you go.
Hi, Thea. Thank you so much.
And then today over on Spoiler Kings Facebook group, I started We Share Wednesdays. So Movies Anywhere is one of the apps. It has a screen pass, so you can share a movie. So somebody can like borrow your digital movie for like a week, which is really cool.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna try to have all of us share, so you know we can share movies with each other and stuff like that. So that was a new thing, but it's pretty fun in the Facebook group. So and then tomorrow, hopefully me, Brian, and whoever else wants to join us, we'll do Peacemaker. We'll probably only do Peacemaker.
Tomorrow?
Yeah. I think there's a hey.
Hey, how you doing? How you doing, Thea? Peacemaker. You said tomorrow is the latest episode?
So it comes out
Because
like at midnight or something.
Midnight tonight for
Yeah.
tomorrow?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I said or like 1 o'clock in the morning or something silly like that.
Okay. Because I've done it. I've seen all the way up to
You're all
the
caught up.
7th
Mhm.
episode or whatever. So yeah, that's when Peacemaker shoots that other dude with the horns. I don't want to give a lot out. I'm just being vague.
Yes.
Okay.
I
So
know,
yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
that's the one
Yeah,
I
that was the last one.
right.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
And I know Sandy might join us as well. So she's been hanging out with us, talking about all these different shows. So
Oh, you guys might be full. If you're full, I'll
It's fine.
I'll just
we'll do the. I mean, it's been the three of us for past couple weeks.
Mhm.
So there's always space for one more.
All right.
Cool.
Cool.
Yeah. So we're
Very
gonna have a
cool.
busy week this week.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna do our Oscar things hopefully every Friday leading up to the Oscars and kind of break it down and talk about all the Best Picture nominees.
Yes.
But
The best picture.
cool. And then also real quick, anybody watching, go check out our 100 sub giveaway. We're giving away a $25 Fandango card and a $25 Culver card for the channel hitting 100 subs. You just have to be a subscriber and like the video and comment #Spoiler Kings on it.
Hashtag Sportikins. It's very important. It's
Yeah.
a free giveaway. All you got to do is click and that's it. You're done.
Yep.
Not that
So,
bad. Not
all
that bad.
right. I think that was all the plugs.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get out of here, man. Cool.
All right,
Thanks
guys,
for
have
hanging
a
out
good
with
one.
me, man.
Thank you. Thank you, man. This is fun.
Yeah.
Crappy
Always is.
cartoons, but it was fun.
All right. Well, see you Friday. Hopefully not about crappy
Yes.
movies.
No.
Later.
All right, bye. Bye, guys.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. We out here.